All right, thanks, Scott. Like Scott said, this is Link Building Tools for Success webinar. I'm Kayla. It's at Click Kayla on Twitter, at Scott R. Wells on Twitter for him. And if you're tweeting today, use hashtag VMWebinar, and also, you can follow at Vertical Measure on Twitter to see what we're up to. So today's webinar is about, like I said, Link Building Tools for Success. So I'm going to start and kind of go over some basics on link building. So link building for SEO. On-site SEO is very important, as I'm sure most of you know, but off-site factors are extremely important as well. And search engines look at a variety of different factors when they're determining their rankings. I know, not new to any of you, but today's webinar is all about link building. So if you want to have success in your link building endeavors, you want to pay special attention to the overall link popularity of your site. So what's important in link popularity are the quality of the links that you build to your site, the overall quantity of them, and then the authority of the originating domain, and then the relevance of the site as well. A good balance of each of these factors in your backlink profile will provide you with the very best results. So you definitely want to make sure that the links that you acquire back to your site, have each of these different popularity criteria in mind. And the next question that I always get usually when you're trying to discuss link building, you know the basics, but where do you start? So when I'm starting with a new client, as much time as you have available on this step, but personally, in order for me to feel really confident about my link building for a client, I spend quite a bit of time on this step. So you want to determine who exactly your competitors are, who is outranking you for your key terms. Do a simple Google search just to find out, and then analyze their backlinks. And this will help you determine their link building strategy, or even if they have one. A lot of times you'll find that some companies just don't have a link building strategy at all. So where are their links coming from, you want to ask yourself? Are they from quality, authoritative, relevant type of sites? And the only way that you can find this out is to really look at their backlinks and click on a large number of them, and then evaluate each of the pages where there are links back to your competitor's site. So during this process, make sure to keep yourself organized, and we're going to give you some tools, some toolbars, some plugins, and then some organizational tools that we use here at Vertical Measures to help in this organizational process. Also, if you want to do it old school, you can just use an Excel spreadsheet to keep a list of the great resources that you find. You're analyzing your competitors' backlinks, then you're finding these opportunities, organizing yourself, and then doing the manual work of actually sending out the requests. So what's important during this time is to really investigate well and prepare for the next step of link building. The competitive analysis tools that I like to use are usually SEO Books Backlink Analyzer, Yahoo Site Explorer, Open Site Explorer, Majestic SEO, and then Raven Backlink Explorer. And here at Vertical Measures, we really do focus on just a couple of these. We have Raven, and we pay for SEO Moz Pro, and then we also use Open Site Explorer just in general. And later on in this webinar, we'll be going over these systems a little bit in depth. I tried to look at a bunch of different tools when I was preparing this webinar and try to come up with a couple of the really good tools that are available and that I have some experience in, but I don't have experience with a whole lot of them, so you'll have to keep that in mind as we go through. And each tool, is going to offer you something different that may or may not fit in with your overall goals. So I found that sometimes I even go back to using, like I said, Site Explorer, just because not all backlink checkers are perfect, and some won't pull the extent of data that you may need, but Yahoo Site Explorer is kind of limiting, so use it, but use it with discretion, because you can't filter very well, and it only pulls the first 1,000 results, which can kind of be a pain. So using the information that you find in your competitors' backlinks will help you develop your link building strategy and campaign. What did you find during your research? Were they crappy directories? Were they mostly paid links? Were they quality related and high authority links? Knowing this information will really help you develop your own strategy by finding link resources, and then opportunities to surpass your competition. You need to be creative and stay organized, and link building is a pretty administrative type of task. So we're going to examine a couple of the different tools to help you stay organized, like I said before, and that will help you in going above and beyond, being creative and finding those new link opportunities. So finding link resources, one of the first things that I sometimes do is just do manual searching. I mean, these tools can offer you a lot, but they're just basically searching the web too. So if you want to do it manually, you can. You just using Google or any other search engine to find relevant sites seems easy enough. But what should you search for? So these specific search commands are ones that I use on a regular basis. Putting in the keyword phrase and making an exact term, so putting the parentheses around it, or quotes around it. So your keyword phrase is link, so it's going to find any location on the web that has your keyword phrase and the keyword phrase link in it. Trying to find competitor edu pages. So putting in the link domain in your competitor site and then trying to find .edu sites that are linking back to your competitor. Do that with .gov, do that with .us. Public libraries are great places to get links. So say you have, a good piece of content that that, maybe a public library has already written about or has useful links on that topic. So putting in your keyword phrase and finding public library links or useful links is a good way as well. So again, these are just search commands that you just put into Google. You're trying to find different resources. You're just trying to go, this is in the above and beyond stage. Maybe not all of these are your competitors' backlinks, but you're finding new resources and places and opportunities for you to build links. And then another thing to do is set up Google Alerts. So putting in a keyword and putting keyword sponsors or keyword sponsorship and getting email alerts every time that something is newly cached with that information. Keyword and add URL or add asterisk URL, and those are going to find places where you can add your URL and it'll send you a quick email. And with recommended links or slash sites is another one that's a good one to use. There's a whole lot of these between search commands and Google Alerts that you can set up. It's all about what works for you and for your brand and your industry. All right, so finding link resources, the paid ones, these paid tools like SEO Moz, Raven, Authority Labs, SEO Book, Majestic SEO, and BuzzStream, link management are going to be the ones that we're discussing more in depth today. Like I said before, I use SEO Moz, I use Raven, and then I use Authority Labs. So those are the three that we're going to go in depth. The other ones I'll do a basic overview because I've used them and somewhat, not necessarily in depth. Other ones that kind of sparked my interest and I thought were pretty interesting. So let's go over some of those. So with SEO Moz, they have a huge array of tools like Linkscape, which is now their Open Site Explorer, Juicy Link Finder, Competitive Link Finder, Link Acquisition Assistant, many tools. They even have tools to help you diagnose your on-site issues, like their crawl tests, their check index pages, and their spam detection. So not only can you check your competitors' backlinks, you can find new resources, and then you can also test your on-site to see if there's some issues that are causing search engines not to be able to crawl your site correctly, or It can also help you to analyze different link opportunities. So say you find a really good page that you think that your site would be a good link addition to the page. You can, put it through on the page, or if it's even indexed, or things like that. SEO Moz also has browser extensions and toolbars, so I use their SEO Moz toolbar for Firefox, and it's very helpful. Quickly analyze a page. And then they also have a large community of users, and these users, there's forums or there's a lot of content being written in their UMoz section, so you can really learn a lot about what's going on in the industry. And it's about $79 a month, so the price point is pretty low for as much as you get. So here we're looking at SEO Moz's Open Site Explorer. You can see the page authority of a domain, the domain authority, the linking root domains to that page or to that site, and then the total number of links. And so this can help you analyze your competitors, like I said before, or it can help you analyze your own site just to see what new links are pulling up and keep a detailed record of that. As well, it's going to show you every single one of those linking pages. It will also organize it into top pages, which are going to show you the top pages on a domain that have the most links to that specific URL. So maybe your competitor has a good piece of content out there that has, 150 links to that specific page. Well, maybe you should look a little in depth at that specific content page and see what it is that they're doing to be able to get those links back to that page, and do the same for your site, or make that piece of content better. So that's something that top pages can help you with. Linking domains is, all the individual domains that are linking to that individual site. Anchor text distribution. This is going to show you what the anchor text of the actual links is, and then puts it in hierarchy of numbers. So if they have one of their major keywords is used 500 times in links, and then maybe another keyword's only used 300 times in a link. So you know that that's their priority keyword, and when you're trying to determine which keywords to go after, you can look at this, and it helps you analyze. And then they also have a full list of link metrics. So the SEO Moz Open Site Explorer is a pretty good tool to start to use. Their Juicy Link Finder is a pretty good tool. You enter in a basic keyword, and then it shows you a couple of the really high page rank domains that are showing for that specific keyword, and you can view as many as, I think, up to 500. So I put in, Phoenix Restaurant, so it's showing a list of all the different high page rank, authoritative types of sites about Phoenix restaurants. This helps you with the low-hanging fruit type of links, trying to find these sites, figure out how you can get a link on these different sites, and then, going after them. So nothing too major, but it's kind of nice to put it all in one report. And all of these that I'm discussing for SEO Moz are all able to be downloaded into Excel, into CSV, so that's pretty nice. This next tool is Competitive Link Finder, and this tool is, again, for the low-hanging type of fruit links. Enter in your website and 3 to 4 of your competitors, and you can find links that are spots that are linking to your competitors but not to your own site. It'll also pull up different domains of sites that are linking to your site and your competitors, but you can see here I did one for vertical measures, and you can see that there's a couple different sites that we've already acquired a link on, but we haven't acquired on others, which are linking to a couple of our competitors. So, like for instance, for PubCon, I could try to contact PubCon and try to find a way to get a link on PubCon, for vertical measures. So that this is helpful, when you're looking at your competitors and looking at your own website, just to see if you're missing any good opportunities. So in essence, SEO Moz is a great tool. I definitely recommend using it. I'm not paid by them or anything like that. Just really like them and like the tools and the offerings that they have to give. But using it, you might come across some discrepancies or things that you don't like about it. We all have our own opinions about it, but that's how I feel about SEO Moz. The next one that we're going to go over is Raven SEO Tools, and it's another site here at Vertical Measures that we use on a daily basis, and they offer a great white label reporting functionality. They have analytics, social media mentions, content marketing, keyword rankings, and link acquisition trackers, and they're all in one platform. So just like many of the others, they offer an easy to use toolbar, and their price point is as low as $19 a month. So we use this in combination with SEO Moz, and we'll go over it a little bit more in depth. So here, logging into Raven, you see the different options available for your accounts, and I've highlighted the options under the Links tab. And you can see Raven's Link Manager, where you can track all of the links that you've built or want to build to your site, a list of contacts that you've built up over the years or months of link building, and then a site finder to help you find links. And they also have a backlink explorer to help you find links, and then a website directory, too, to help you find and acquire links. So with each of the link acquisition tools, you're able to add the potential site to your link manager for easy organization. So we'll look at the link manager in just a second. But you can see that it's a really easy dashboard. You add each of your individual sites. so it's not just your domain. You add all of your clients in here as well. They're all kept separate, but it's all within within the same account, sort of. So say you find a link for one client and you already have a link on that website, that domain, for another client. It will notify you, and I can show you kind of where that will happen in the next slide. All right, so here we're looking at the link manager section, and adding a link is really easy. You can simply go to the link manager in your dashboard and click add link, or you can use the toolbar, which you can see in the top, very, very top right under Raven. That's the little toolbar that says Raven and add link and personas and things like that. That's the little toolbar that's in Firefox. And so you simply just click add link, and this pop-up will come up, which is on the left-hand side of the screen, and you add in the status of it, if it's requested, if it's queued because you want to go back to it later. This is when you've physically gone to a page and okay, this is a site that I really want to get a link on. How am I going to acquire it? This is helping you organize it. So you can queue it for later and you can go back to it. You can put in a link type. If there's already a link to your domain on that individual page, it's going to show and automatically populate the anchor text link and then the link URL as well. So before you even contact the webmaster, you can already know, okay, this site has a link to my site, so I'm not going to go ahead with this. Or this can help you just add it to your link manager so that you know, okay, this link is active and it's here. You can put in tags. You can click the link status button, and what it'll do is every single month it'll go back to that individual page and check and see if a link to your domain has showed up on that individual page. So that's kind of nice. So you don't have to manually go back through and see, okay, this webmaster didn't contact me back and say, yes, they placed a link on this page, but I know that they did because this link status message, this link status has been said that yes, it does in Raven. So in addition, you add the contact name and email address for the webmaster or whoever you're trying to contact to place a link on that site. You organize it with website type. It shows the page rank of the individual page, and then you can put in if you've added content to that page, or it can help you with your content management. So the toolbar is pretty nice, and adding the add link function is really nice because they have a lot of different features here. So, and I mean with this one, with with Raven, I think that it's kind of, you should probably sign up for the free account and see if maybe it's something that you want to work with, because it does require a lot of information importing, and they do allow you to upload through an Excel spreadsheet to put in all your existing links into the system. But I think it's probably a good idea to go in and get the free account and check it out and see. It's not 100% user-friendly, but once you get used to it, it definitely saves you some time. So the next tool that I want to talk about is Authority Labs. And here it's a fairly recent tool, but here at Vertical Measures we've been utilizing it. I think they're based out of Phoenix, and we've really liked it. They've had a little bit of hiccups, just because they're a brand new tool, but we'll go over some of the basics. So you can give your clients the ability to sign into Authority Labs to view their keywords. So I think that that's a pretty cool thing. You can also white label the service like we've done here and add your logo. And then you are able to graph your keywords. It has the ability to export them via Excel and a lot of other things that you can do, like you can see here. What I like most about Authority Labs is that you can add your competitors' websites to Authority Labs and then link them to your domain so that you can keep track of your competitors' rankings. And then in addition, you can view the backlinks, which we'll look at next. Clicking the backlink tool when you have added a domain into Authority Labs allows you to see the backlinks, and it pulls through Majestic SEO for a detailed profile, which can be for your own site or competitors, and then it keeps a history of it. And they give you a summary of the number of backlinks shown in Yahoo Site Explorer, Linkscape, and then Majestic SEO, and then also the total number of blog links found. I like that Authority Labs, it gives you the ability to see both the history of the rankings and then a history of the backlinks all in one spot. So that's why we use, the combination of the three tools: Raven for organization, SEO Moz for link acquisition, and then Authority Labs for our rankings, and helps us with, reporting. So we don't have to report to the clients. We say, here's your rankings. Log into Authority Labs. We report back on, the links that we get in Raven, but with the Authority Labs rankings, they're able to log in and they can check it on a daily basis. It's a really nice system. So, and then next up, we'll talk about SEO Book. They have a variety of tools, and I know that it's a pretty big link builders site to use for, their tools like Hub Finder, Local Rank, keyword research tools, lots of training and lots of videos, and they also have like a huge community of industry professionals. So the price might be a little steep for some of you, but when you consider the community and training available, $300 a month may seem worth it to you. I think that it's important to use some of their free tools and then know that there are pro tools out there available on their site once you pay that $300 a month. And if you're really familiar with the tools, it might be worth it just to go ahead and maybe do a trial month or do 1 month and see if you like it. A lot of the people here in the office really do like SEO Book. And the next tool is Majestic SEO. It's another paid tool that gives detailed competitor backlink reports, as we saw in Authority Labs, and there are many options to filter and analyze. They give you the ability to really dig deep, and it runs as low as $15 a month. They have, tools. They have a lot of great things to help you with link acquisition, competitor analysis, and I think they do have some things that will help you with ranking as well. And then BuzzStream. So last week I was preparing these slides for this webinar, and one of the people I follow, Martin Clinton, told me about BuzzStream, and he uses their link management tool. And I've never used it before. Previous to doing or to even talking about different tools, I had never really heard about them. But after looking what they have to offer, it really did impress me. So for as little as like $29 a month, you can get a link management system very similar to Raven, and it's complete with a buzz marker toolbar. It's a bookmarker it's a buzz marker button that allows you to do the same that the Raven button did, that add a link. It pulls through all the data. It can, I think they have the same, it'll see if the link is active or not active. But it seems to go kind of a step above, which is because they're able to track the conversation or communication that you have with a potential link opportunity, even if it's via Twitter. So those conversations are auto-discovered and added, and I thought that was a pretty good tool because I use Twitter sometimes to try to acquire links, and it'd be nice if I didn't really have to manually input in the notes into Raven that that's what I was doing, that I was actually having it done automatically. So those are just a couple of the tools. Next, I really want to talk about the different plugins. And I use Search Status, SEO Quake, SEO Moz, Toolbar again, and Link Checker. I know you guys are probably sick of me hearing about SEO Moz and that I really like it, but I do. It's one of the best ones that I found out there. So Search Status allows you to see page rank. It can show you the cached version of a page. It can show you the no-follow links on the page. So that one's just a default for me. SEO Quake, same kind of thing. It has a lot of those similar aspects, and I use those in tandem with each other. And then SEO Moz Toolbar, if you have the Pro version, it can analyze a specific page for you. It can check the backlinks. It shows you the Moz rank. It shows you all kinds of information. And even the non-pro version shows you a lot of that information. So I think, if you're just starting out, or even if you're advanced in link building, you should check that one out. And then the link checker button, or the link checker function. This is one that a couple people here in the office use. Say you're on a website and it's a really good resources page. There's a couple links on there, or maybe it's a big list of links, but it's still ranking really high and has a good, good ranking. It looks like a page that you want to get a link back to your website on. One of the techniques to getting links is to tell the webmaster about broken links. So this link checker shows you the broken links on a page. You right-click, you do the link checker, it goes through and it highlights in red, I think, the ones that are broken, or maybe they're 301 redirecting. So what you can do is you can contact the webmaster and say, hey, I really like this resource piece. It was very detailed, and you gave a lot of really good information, and I even forwarded to a couple of my friends, or something, whatever your approach is. And then you can say, I noticed that there's a couple of different sites on here that are no longer active. They're 404ing or they're 301 redirecting to a new page, and it looks like spam, or it looks like, you're giving them information on what the page is about, and it's just basically doing their job kind of for them a little bit, saying, I don't know if you've looked at this page recently, but I think you should look at this one or that one. And Link Checker is a way to help you find those broken links. So just one other technique that you can use. And then lastly, I want to kind of talk about out-of-the-box link building tools. So some of those plugins like the Link Checker, I guess that's sort of out of the box. Social media is one that's kind of out of the box. I personally use Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn to look for link opportunities for myself and then for clients as well. So you can use Twitter. Bloggers are always on Twitter. They are trying to promote their own content. They're trying to promote their own blog. So you can find a lot of bloggers out there, and if it can open up a lot of different opportunities to do some content marketing, or to do some link opportunities, or maybe they have a resource guide on their pages, or things like that. You can find really good niche type of opportunities on Twitter. Same with on Facebook. Say you're trying to find a webmaster's email address, but you don't know where to look. It's not showing up in Whois. It's not, you can't find it anywhere. Look on Facebook. Everybody's kind of on Facebook now, with over 500 million users, or maybe they're not up to 500 million yet, but right around there. Just about everybody has a Facebook page, so you can check that out. Same with LinkedIn. You can look in LinkedIn groups. There's a lot of different groups in your industry. You can really network, and half the battle of link building, I think, is networking. Trying to find those contacts, trying to find people in your industry, trying to find, different opportunities. And, social media can definitely help all three of these. And then others, niche sites. There's a lot of different niche social media sites out there that you can use. And just try to always have your SEO and link building hat on when you're going to these different sites. And then content marketing, using content to build links, whether that's putting, you can post a really good article or a really good resource guide on your page. Say you found, like we were looking at SEO Moz's tool, their Linkscape, and we were looking at the top pages. And you found that your competitor has a page about, it could be about anything, but it has 200 to 300 different links built to that individual page. But say you went to it and it looks a little outdated. You think that you can write a better page. Well, then do it. Write another page, put it on your website, and then contact those people who are already linking to that individual page and say, hey, I have a better piece of content. You should check it out. It's more updated. It has better links, or it looks better, or something, whatever your tactic is, and contact them and try to get those links. Or what you can do is just write it, and write something that's brand new, write something that's unique and interesting, and then try to build links to that individual page. So you're building links to your site, you're using content. To me that's kind of out of the box thinking, but with content marketing it seems like it's a little bit easier. I don't know how much easier it's going to be for you, but it seems like it could definitely be easier to try to obtain links and use that part of it. So that kind of wraps up our session today, our webinar, and you'll find a recording of this webinar, on our website. It's verticalmeasures.com/webinars, and we'll also tweet about it and look at hashtag VMWebinar as well, because you can find some of the questions that people have been asking, or you can also find a link back to this webinar. So thank you so much.